Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beavermosh, and today I'm joined by friend of the show, Eleanor of Lust Hag. Eleanor, thank you so much for joining me. What's going on today? What are we up to? I see the Morbid Angel shirt.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, been a fan of the show for a long time. Nothing is going on today. This is all I've got planned. I'm having a beer,
Yeah, what are you sipping on?
Mother Earth, heavy cloud.
Cool. Is that local to you?
No, not at all. I don't know where they are. Idaho, but yeah, I've sort of grown fond of this one over the last year.
When we say local to you, um, I'm talking about the black metal breeding grounds of Montana. I mean, what is the scene like over there?
It There really just isn't like a metal scene. We've kind of just got music scene TM.
Yeah.
Uh, there's a lot of punk bands. There's a lot of like dive bar shows and shows in people's basements and garages and stuff. And occasionally the skate shop in town will open up the garage in the alleyway in the back of their store and they'll have bands playing there and people will pile out into the alley and that's always pretty fun.
Fuck
But
yeah.
as far as like an actual metal scene, I was so relieved to meet like a metal musician in Montana that I was a huge fan of their work. The project was called Melted Eyes.
Melted Eyes, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I was working at the record shop and this kid comes in and he's like, "Can you carry my CDs? Do you do consignment or anything?" I was like, "Of course, yeah, let me go get the paperwork, we'll get it filled out." And I start chatting. I'm like, "What kind of music is it?" And he's like, "It's death metal." So in my head, I'm like, "Okay, it's gonna be another deathcore band." Uh, we've got a handful of deathcore
Yeah.
bands in MIssoula that are all they're making great music. It's just not really my flavor at all. So like imagine my surprise and how relieved I was to hear this like excellent technical brutal death project from Bozeman. And it's a solo project. So I was like, damn, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I'm looking it up on the archives right now. It looks like they have an EP came
Yep.
out last year. Band
And the
photo
cover
is the dude with a cat.
yep.
Perfect. Um, well, I need before we get any farther in this interview, we got to ask the important question first. Um, I got to ask you about onions. What is with this onion scandal? You clear the air. Clear. This is your chance to defend yourself.
To defend myself, geez. It sounds like a more hostile situation than I had thought.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. I was just feeling fucking dumb and posted some shit on the internet when I was in the kitchen chopping up some onions for
Yeah,
I think we were making hot dogs or something. I can't remember. And
sure.
I just started nibbling on the onions. And
That's
so I
fucking weird.
put a post on Blue Sky and was like, fuck it, I'll eat the onion raw. And like, that was a very polarizing post, apparently.
Yeah.
Uh, People were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And like, I think some people just took it and ran with it and decided, like, oh, she's eating onions like apples. If she's eating raw onions, this clearly means she's fucking biting into it like an apple, which I am not usually. Uh,
Usually.
I can't say I haven't tried that because my aunt Erin, when I was little, tricked me into doing that once, and I liked it, but I don't think I would eat a whole onion like that. You know?
No, I wouldn't
Are
either.
you not an onion fan? Is that what
No,
I'm getting?
I have no problem with onions. It's just you don't eat an onion like an apple. And I just needed to ask you
No.
because the internet, um, the blue skies specifically made a deal out of it, and I just needed to hear your take on it. What's with
It's
the
just
onion?
like something. I don't know what happened, but it just blew up, and I was having fun with it. I put up a T-shirt design
I saw
that
that.
it never got made or anything, but it was just funny. Uh, Yeah, I just got like labeled the Onion Girl after one post on Blue Sky where people just took it. You know, you give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
So you put
So
on a you put out a demo in 2023. And since then you've grown kind of an internet presence and people know your name. What does that feel like?
it feels super weird,
Yeah.
sometimes a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's fun. I'm super grateful that, I mean, there's like, you know, 4,000 followers on Instagram or something, and like we've sold thousands of copies by now of the music. That's just insane to me. Like that's like a whole fucking village of people.
Hmm.
Uh, and they're all like insanely talented themselves. Most people that follow me or like my music, they make their own music, and it's usually really fucking good.
Yeah, and
So
you've done quite a few splits yourself. So you're collaborating with other artists and bury them and keep quiet, genital shame.
so it
Yeah.
all, I mean, it starts as me like enjoying their music and probably reaching out and being annoying. So
Nothing wrong with reaching out and being annoying. I mean, that's how shit gets done. That's how this interview got done. I reached out and was annoying. It's
I
all
you know,
good. Um,
never
so how'd you get into black metal?
get into black metal. I was listening to a lot of metal. I mean, in my childhood, I was like of the like Warped Tour
Of course.
age group, you know.
Yeah.
So I had the Warped Tour compilations. I was going to Hot Topic in middle school, and I grew up with a dad who was listening to a lot of like the Big Four. He's like a thrash guy,
Yeah.
and he also loved Black Sabbath and Electric Wizard, and he even likes some more obscure stuff that you wouldn't expect, like a dad to like Wolves in the Throne Room and Agalloch, and
You went from Sabbath to Was in the Throne Room. That's like going from that's a
yeah.
jump.
So my dad has had a Rate Your Music account since like 2003.
That's so cool.
Um, so he's always been like, he's a music head. He has like probably a couple thousand CDs or something, and I was allowed to go through and listen to whatever I want growing up as long as I put it back alphabetically. So I really branched out and I got more into heavy stuff, as it was like it was cool to listen to Hot Topic bands. If you didn't fit in and you'd probably get beat up or whatever at the school I went to. So and I did get beat up a handful of times for just not liking the right shit or
Yeah.
I
I
mean
remember
that's like
the
a common story, I guess.
yeah. I remember the Warped Tour days. Never went myself, but yeah, we all had that phase. I grew up super Christian. My parents were Christian, so I got really into like the Christian metalcore scene. So like bands like Under Oath. Um, I'm not proud of that, but
I
it's what I was into.
love I Set My Friends on Fire and I loved fucking I liked some of the Devil Wears Prada songs.
Yeah.
But I was always really annoyed that there were clean vocals. I was like, God, there's got to be something out there like this without all the fucking corny, whiny singing. Because I just don't like it. And lo and behold, there was a whole world of metal that I just didn't know about as, like a 12 or 13-year-old. So I ended up getting into like, I asked this guy when I was working at a gas station as a teenager, like, what kind of stuff do you like? He's like, oh, I'm a metalhead. Listen to a lot of black metal and death metal, and I was like, okay, where should I start then? And he told me to listen to Venom, and I loved it. I mean, so
Yeah.
yeah, I probably started like the heavy extreme metal journey by listening to black metal by Venom, and
And
like
from
Bathory, he told me about Bathory and stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, if you're listening, dude from the gas station in Portland who He used to give me all sorts of recommendations. Thank you.
So you started with like the first wave, then Venom, Bathory, and then I'm sure that led into stuff like Emperor and Mayhem and the likes.
Yeah, mostly Dark Throne and Immortal as
Yeah.
far as like that type of era.
Hmm.
I got really hung up on first wave for like Proto Black. So uh I guess I never really like fully moved past it. Like I'd listen to the classics and stuff, but for the most part I was just listening to way more Celtic Frost and Bathory than anything.
That makes sense because when I listen to your music, I do hear a more kind of primitive, raw, like early sound. I'm sure I think that comes into your music a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm not that sad. I'm just fucking angry all the time. I'm
Yeah.
like I get really mad. And I'm probably a bit of a hot-headed asshole in certain situations. And so that music always resonated with me a bit more than the long and meandering type of hypnotic black metal of the Norwegian scene. Not
Yeah.
that I don't love that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. It's when you talk about proto black metal, just out of curiosity, do you include Merciful Fate with that?
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They had the attitude.
Yeah, the attitude. Okay.
I wouldn't say that they sounded even remotely black metal, but they had the attitude.
Yeah. I think Merciful Fate in terms of sound didn't lead much into what black metal was, but I mean the imagery, the occultic nature of it, and like you said, the attitude was definitely there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the imagery, like all of that stuff. I feel like it's just the whole spirit of black metal was very present in that project.
Did you get really into Celtic Frost?
Yeah, huge Celtic Cross. I'm a massive fan of Tom Warrior, so
I
just obsessed with the first two Celtic Frost albums and all the Hellhammer stuff.
I went to Maryland Death Fest last year and I got to see Tom G. Warrior play Crypticon, but they did a full Celtic Frost set and it blew my mind. It was beautiful.
That was like something I'm so jealous of. I
Yeah.
really wanted to try to make it to that, but I wasn't able to.
I don't think I'll be able
That's
to go this
something
year,
I would
but
have fucking like traveled for.
yeah. Oh, it was totally worth the trip. So let's switch gears here. Um, 10 years ago, I don't think we would be talking about such a trans metal scene, but now black metal seems to have so many trans-led projects. Where is this coming from? Why do you think that is?
Um, Probably like dominoes. Like when I was like before I started the project, I was searching out trans black metal because that's what I was listening to the most and what I wanted to hear. And I realized, there's not as many options as I would hope.
Yeah.
Um, and you start listening to stuff that gets inspiring and it causes you to start your own project. I've had maybe two or three people reach out over the years and say that I was the inspiration to them starting their own solo project or starting a band
That's
or whatever.
that has to
That's
be so
fucking
cool to
amazing.
hear.
It is. It's super awesome. I mean, I'm like, damn, I cannot wait to hear what you do. But I think, yeah, it's just kind of just like the more there are, the more there will be. It's like how any genre works, really, or any movement or scene. People realize there's something out there that fits the void and what they were looking for musically, and all of a sudden you have, a community of people surrounding it.
Yeah.
I wasn't the first, obviously. Uh,
No, but
there was like there was a significantly less amount of projects. I feel like when I started putting stuff out, or maybe I just became more aware of other projects. I was listening to a lot of like Victory Over the Sun.
of course.
Um, we ended up meeting and stuff. She's cool.
I've had her on the show.
You have. Damn, I didn't see that episode.
Yeah. It was a while ago, but yes. Um, these these bands that have reached out have they sent you music? Have you heard them yet, or are they just kind of like we started a project because of you, and that's kind of the extent of the conversation.
That's sort of been it, you know. I'm always out looking, but
Yeah.
yeah, I have not gotten the full circle moment of them hearing it.
Have you being trained in metal, have you gotten a lot of pushback? I know for me being on YouTube, I get so many YouTube has this thing called hidden comments that are like comments that like YouTube filters out that they don't want to make public, but you can still see them. And I get so many like threatening messages on there. It's just kind of the nature of being trans on the internet. So I'm wondering if that's something you face at all.
Yeah, people tell me to fucking kill myself all the time
Yeah.
and get called, you know, faggot and tranny and all sorts of shit. There's a whole thread on Reddit one time that was like, haha, one woman death metal, and all these people chiming in like, yeah, you really can't always tell, huh? And I was like, this is so corny. These guys are all talking about me right now. Uh, I don't
I've
know.
had
I feel
threads
like
made about
that's
me
so
on Reddit
pathetic,
too.
you know? Like wasting your energy is
Yeah.
insane.
Well, so 2025, you put out a split and you put out a new full length irrevocably drubbed. What do you plan on putting out new music in 2026?
Yeah, I've been working on some just like raw tracks that I think I'll end up putting out. Nothing like, I guess it could be like categorized as like an additional release in my discography. Not like a
Mm,
proper album, but probably album length, I guess.
sure.
I was just planning on sending CDs out to people.
Fuck yeah.
And then I think we'll do like some sort of subscriber exclusive on Kia Productions.
Yeah, talking about Fia, what has your relationship with Fia been like working with them?
She's awesome.
Yeah,
I think we've become good friends over the years, and I got like nothing but good things to say.
yeah,
So
yeah. Has
haters,
also been on the show. So
yeah, I did see that one.
yeah, I gotta ask you, what is your favorite Morbid Angel album?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I know.
Aside from alters, um, probably gateways or formulas. And it's hard for me to pick between the two because you've got, you know, Steve Tucker on one and then other dude on the other that I can't remember his name right. David
Oh,
Vincent.
you like some of the later stuff. That's
Uh,
cool.
I'm a big fan of Trey's guitar work.
Yeah,
And I think David Vincent is really fucking hot when he was younger. Not anymore at all. He's not my type anymore. But it's just hard not to love that band.
yeah. I'm probably a Covenant girl myself.
Really?
Yeah, I like the older stuff. I mean, Altars obviously is a classic, and Blessed are the Sick, of course, but I think Covenant is the one that sticks with me the most.
Yeah, the first three is good. I really, really fucking like, I think it's Juvenalia, the live album they put out.
I don't think I've heard that.
It's so good. They do a lot of the early material and it just sounds like raw, like it's got black metal production sort of because it's a live recording. A lot of people say it sucks, but I think it's like maybe their most like just fucking chaotic and like energetic performance. I
Around
think that was sick.
2015. Okay.
Yeah, it came in a deluxe box set if you got like the Altars of Madness uh like anniversary set or something like that.
I was today like scrolling through your Blue Sky, finding stuff to talk about, and I saw that you put out your favorites of the year, and we seem to share a big shared fanaticism for Caustic Wound. That record was
Yeah,
so good.
that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my most listened to album according to Bandcamp.
Hmm. Yeah. I had the opportunity to see them, but they put when I was at MDF, they put Caustic Wound on at the same time as the Celtic Frost set. I had to see the Celtic Frost set.
Yeah, I love Caustic Wound, but sorry boys. That's tough. I would not be upset there if that was the choice, you know.
Yeah.
I really fucking love them though. Death Posture is one of my favorite albums.
Yeah, they're and I didn't know this till I was doing some research because I was doing my end of year list and talking about all the records, and I didn't realize it was a Mortiferum side project. I don't know if you're familiar with that
Yeah,
band.
the
Yeah.
guy Max, I think, is in those two bands.
Yeah.
Uh, the Seattle guys. Somehow he's like closely related to Head Split Records as well.
Okay.
I think maybe they just know each other well or something. I don't know. That whole scene on the Washington area seems to all be kind of interweaved somehow.
Yeah.
Because I think Head Split guy is in the band Hemorrhoid.
Oh, really?
I think so. I don't think it's like something they talk about very often, but I feel like someone told me that once.
Me trying to figure out how to spell hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you for that.
Ah, my party trick. I can spell hemorrhoid off the top of my head.
That is going to be, I'm writing that down. That is going to be the tweet. I can spell hemorrhoid off the top of my head. Party trick.
My actual party trick recently that I've gotten pretty good at is I learned how to launch a bottle cap. I got my keys and I have like a lever on it. It's just a metal end of a spoon that got turned into a keychain. And I've gotten pretty good at launching a bottle cap off and it makes this insanely loud sound and like shoots up in the air. And
That's
that's pretty fun. I wish I could demonstrate.
I was gonna say I wish you could show me right now, but
Maybe after this, I'll send you a video
okay.
that you can then put into the final. I don't know.
Final edit. Just gonna put it in the most random spot, like just like a non sequitur. Just you doing that. All right. I uh I quoted you on Blue Sky. You're now that is now immortalized. Um,
They know. They know we're talking.
they know we're talking.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, it used to be Metal Twitter, but Metal Blue Sky, it's such a interesting community. I mean, it's not it's not the only place that metalheads hang out, but it's a certain type of metalhead that's just like always terminally online on Blue Sky.
Yeah, I feel like I'm an outsider because I'm not on there often enough.
I I am, to be honest, I'm not either. I mean, I have to be a little bit because I have to post a lot, but I don't scroll through that often. And I
Yeah, I
should
think
be.
I have to do that on any social media, really. I
No,
get on
I
my Instagram and I post updates for people, and then occasionally, scroll through reels and my friend Josephine in Seattle. We try to send each other like the most unbearably cringy shit we can, and that's about it.
I I don't have an Instagram. I don't think I ever will.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't want one.
It's a dreadful place. I mean, they all are. I'm a Reddit girl. I'm always on Reddit, just fucking posting and
Oh,
random and shit.
I why did I pull up Hammer on Metal Archives again? I'm sorry.
Because they fucking rule? I don't know.
Yeah.
They're so awesome.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
they're just I have Hammered on my screen right now.
I
And
think they're somehow related to Head Split Records. That's why.
oh yeah, they are in Headfoot Records. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, they share membered with bands like Torture Rack and Witch Vomit. Yeah, that's
Yeah, those guys are from Portland.
are you originally from Portland? You've mentioned Portland a few times now.
Um, no, I lived there for 1 year.
Got it.
I was like basically homeless. I just lived on a mattress pad on the corner of a living room,
Hmm.
and I worked at a gas station, so I was pumping people's gas,
Sure.
and it was like a fucking sketchy one. Like I screamed at a handful of people for being shitheads, and
Fuck.
yeah, I ended up on the news actually.
Oh, tell me the story.
There was like a car chase that ended in the parking lot while I'm pumping people's gas. I got 4 pumps. No, I got 8 pumps fully loaded. People parked at each one, and I've got to like, hang up their gas, send them on their way, get everybody moving through efficiently. Because you don't pump your own gas in Oregon. Well, you used to not. I guess that was changed recently. And
Really?
so I'm running all over this parking lot. All of a sudden, this car comes flying through the parking lot around the pump. 8 or 9 cop cars come flying down the road after, and they barricade this guy in, and he crashes into a cop car and then gets out and starts sprinting on foot. So they send the dogs after him, and they just like end up getting him in the parking lot next door. And I'm like, I'm this old lady's next to me, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Can I get you your receipt?" And she's like, "Does this happen often?" I was like, "No, but I need to get moving. Like, there's a lot of shit going on, and I need you guys out of here."
Yeah.
So they came and interviewed me the next day after I showed up. It was high as hell. I had smoked a joint on my walk there. They're like, "The news is here." So I ended up being like the neighborhood stoner news bite that like everyone was referencing for like the next year. The whole time I lived there, everybody kept talking about it.
We
As I
are
lived
getting
it
we are getting some deep Lust Hag lore here.
yeah. Yeah, I dropped out of college. Just like moved down to Portland on a whim and then got fucked over by this guy.
Hmm.
So I ended up on a mattress pad in a living room in a corner. I ran a
I
tape label for a bit when I was down there though. It's called Slice Hop Cassette.
you did what with Spice Hop cassettes? I'm sorry.
I ran a tape label for a
Oh,
short
hell
while.
yeah.
So I put out probably like 10 titles before I decided I was sick of dubbing shit on um, like a regular old tape deck that you have to do like, you know, what do you call it? Real time. Like you had to wait the whole length of the album for it to record to the tape because it didn't, record any faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I put out, there was this band called Lagoon. I put out their album and that one ended up kind of popular.
Lagoon metal band?
No, they were like a skate punk band, and
Got it.
it was Lagoon with an apostrophe, like LA apostrophe Goon.
Oh, that's creative. Yeah.
Nice guys. I think one of them went on to make like guitars and stuff. He started doing custom guitars.
Yeah. Tell me about this photo of tacos you have in a magazine.
Yeah. So that was I worked at the university
Yeah.
before I dropped out. I had a job as the marketing director's assistant.
Okay.
for UM dining. So the entire dining program, I was making like I was fully designing menus and taking the photos of the food to go on the menus and stuff. And then I was doing like promotional flyers and all this stuff because the food zoo, which is like our dining hall, had events every month or something. And I ended up teaching a senior class with the head chef of UM Dining how to shoot food photos, like as a freshman, which was super weird.
That is very weird.
Um,
Good for
I
you.
learned a lot,
Yeah.
and then I failed out because I was doing drugs and I was not focusing on schoolwork, and I really just wanted to be a shithead kid and go out and take pictures and uh, play music and shit.
Yeah.
And so I went to Portland to kind of focus on music and stuff, and that was a decade ago now.
Damn. What did you go to school for?
I was in school for photojournalism and business.
Okay. I have a journalism degree that I guess I use it here, but I don't use it officially. I've never
Yeah,
got it. Yeah.
totally using it here.
But
I feel quite journalized. What do you think of my fuzzy slippers?
I think they're fantastic. I feel journalized. Here's my slippers. That was such a great transition. We're professionals here.
ADHD.
Yeah.
Twice diagnosed.
I uh I used to prepare for these interviews. I didn't prepare at all for this interview. I haven't prepared for an interview in months. I just like found out it's better just to like ad lib off of what you say. So you gave me slippers, so thank you for that moment. Uh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I would not have come up with asking you about slippers on my own.
I'm in a no shoes household, so I gotta have a pair of slippers.
Do you record everything in that apartment?
Yeah, do you want to see?
Sure.
I want another beer, so I'm gonna take you on a journey.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Had to make sure I had battery. Had my phone plugged in the whole time. Can I flip you around?
Hell yeah.
Like the merch pile, a new amp I just got.
Sick.
I got this saxophone for free that I
Yeah.
plan on using for something. I just got this last night.
Let's go.
Yeah, what the fuck? You know?
Be like Imperial Triumphant. Start adding jazz into your black metal.
I guess so. Here's the guitar, my baby.
Hell yeah.
We got a Schecter E1 with a Floyd Rose.
I
And
like the
then
tint.
this is my messy ass desk. This is where I record. So I shove everything back on my computer here. I upgraded to this because my Behringer one broke. So now I've got this, like a mail manipulator. And
Do you use a
here's,
drum machine?
yeah, I use a drum machine.
Yeah.
Well, sort of, I guess. I just plug in the drums. I tap the drums in with GarageBand,
Hell yeah.
and they're preset stuff. I think I use a kit that's called Heavy.
Okay. Suitable.
So
I'm getting a nice tour of the Lust Hag abode.
we've gone downstairs.
And now we get another beer.
Okay, wait, I didn't even grab it. I unhooked it from the thing and then I just left it in the fridge down here on the couch. Okay, we're back.
Hello.
Set up.
So, Eleanor, do you have any hobbies? Do you game? Do you read? Do you do things?
I don't play video games. Uh, I read a little bit. I'm working on Moretta, the Dragon Lady of Perth.
Yeah, I'm not much of a fiction reader, but I thought I'd ask. Is it good?
Mostly I read it's kind of it's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't read fiction that much either. Like I listen to so much music and I watch a lot of movies, like old movies usually.
I don't watch a lot of movies either. I'm kind of I don't know why. You think as a metalhead I'd be really into horror films, but I'm just not.
I watch like old like Marilyn Monroe movies and like James Dean, and
Fuck yeah.
I like the clothing and the costume design. I'm a big fan of Audrey Hepburn and
Sure.
stuff like that. So yeah, kind of just like I'm fascinated by history. So I guess that would probably be my hobby outside of music.
History. Okay.
Like it has led me to my denim hobby, which is less of a hobby and more just like wearing denim, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm into like historical, they call them reproduction heritage pieces. So stuff that's based on stuff they would have made in like the 30s, 40s, 50s.
Sure.
And it's made like period correct
Yeah.
and with the same equipment that they would have used back
Damn.
then. So that's kind of where my like energy outside of music probably goes the most, I would say. And then I'm also into photography.
Yeah. You
Been
mentioned
shooting
that.
a lot of film lately.
You're sipping on the same thing, or is it something different this time?
Same thing.
Cool.
And the sun came out. It's like getting hot up here.
It is, and sun is definitely not out here, so I don't know how. I don't
It's
know.
crazy.
Yeah.
We've
If
had
anything,
like
sun is going down right now.
we're like should be having winter, but we're not. Look at that.
Damn. Montana is about as north as Minnesota, I feel like.
It is.
Hmm.
Um, it's very dry. It's like no humidity whatsoever. Usually it's pretty cold this time of year, but it's been in the 40s, so I've been kind of irritated about that.
It is 7 degrees right now here in Minneapolis.
Damn. I was actually born in St. Paul.
No way.
Hmm.
Minneapolis and St. Paul is fucked right now with all this ice shit.
Hmm. Yeah, it's been really pissing me off.
Yeah.
And I guess they're like developing some secret military vehicle in Kalispell, Montana right now that's going to be used for ICE and Border Patrol.
Fuck.
Um,
That's disgusting.
yeah, I'm just nervous. But at the same time, if we're all going to die or whatever, I've been trying to have fun, trying to
That's a good way
like
of looking at it.
live it up. I've been fucking off, and doing whatever I feel like, I guess
Hmm.
lately.
That's cool. Outside of metal, what else? What do you listen to besides like metal and like punk and all that?
What am I into? Like musically?
Yeah,
Everything. I mean, yeah. I work at a record shop and I'm a buyer for the store. So I buy a lot of the stuff that we sell.
sure.
And it's cool. It's fun to get to like branch out, kind of treat listening to music as part of the job and as part of your homework. And it's fun and exciting for me to like know as much as I possibly can and then to be able to help people find the stuff that they want, whether it's something I like or not. It feels good.
Yeah,
And
that's working at a record store. I didn't know that about you.
it's very rewarding. I've been there for 8 years and I manage a couple departments. I order a lot of the vinyl and CDs, but on top of that, I manage the all the music shirts. So I get to order from different distributors and get whatever the hell I want and to sell whatever bands I want. And I also do like audio accessories. So I work with Rattlesnake Cables here in town and Ernie Ball and a couple other things. It's just fun. It's all stuff I'm interested in.
Do your coworkers know you have a black metal project?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And they're all really, really awesome and good about telling people. And uh, I give out so many like download codes and
I see that.
matchbooks with my QR code on it. And uh, we've got like a little free basket of matches at the music counter that people can take. And I've got a little sign that says, free, take one. And so I've given out probably like over 1,000 matchbooks by this point,
Damn.
which is surprising. I like had to order 2,500 of them. I expected they would last me a while.
The record store down the street here doesn't have much of a metal selection, but I'm lucky in Minneapolis to have something called Extreme Noise. It is a
I've been
metal
there.
and punk record. You've been there.
I love it there. I got a sacrilege button there and a Husker Du CD, and they were playing fucking Bolt Thrower when I went in.
Hell yeah.
So I would say they're one of my favorite record stores.
Obligatory bolt thrower yelling out into the mic. Do you have a favorite bolt thrower record?
No,
Fair,
I
that is
love
a
all
good
my
answer.
children equally.
I actually think my favorite bolt thrower record is their last one, Those Once Loyal. I think
It's hard for me to disagree
yeah.
because I listen to that one the most. But at the same time,
Yeah.
uh, in battle there's no law, and then realms of chaos. It's like fucking timeless. I listen to those just as often, I think. That's probably my top three, though, if I had to say, like, which ones I prefer.
They're like the bolt thrower shirt I own is Mercenary. It's not my favorite one, but that's my bolt thrower shirt. I have the Mercenary shirt. Um
Those ones loyal bootleg.
I bolt thrower has to be the nerdiest death metal band, and I love them for that.
I just think they're badass.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Warhammer.
I don't either.
I don't know anything about the nerdy stuff, but their music is fucking kick ass and it's about like war and shit. So
I feel like in the comments below, someone's gonna explain Warhammer War because they're gonna be like, "What the fuck do you mean you don't know Warhammer?" And they're gonna be very
I hate
mad.
fucking plastic figures and shit. I don't hate on you if you do, but it's not my thing.
I I can't say I'm against plastic figures. I collect little anime guys, but I
Yeah, I don't know anything about anime.
uh, don't start, don't start, don't start.
I won't.
Yeah.
No
Um,
interest.
good. Um, but I like your room. It's very put together for I don't know why I expect metalhead rooms to be like full of like mine, just full of random posters and shit.
I think this room is like a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more what
Yeah.
my actual spaces typically look like. And I owe a lot of the decoration around here to Arlo. He's really good at that stuff. But you can tell which one is like that's his dresser, and then this is mine,
Ah,
and it's just covered in band shirts and a battle vest and a leather hat and all sorts of random shit, and like fucking studded gauntlets and stuff. So I'm bad at putting stuff away.
I gotta ask you, since you live in Montana, from what I understand, Montana's a pretty red state. What is it like living in a, especially being trans in such a conservative threshold?
It's fine. Um, they say we're like Missoula's like a blue dot,
Yeah,
so there's a lot of cool people here, but obviously I deal with a lot of very rude people working retail,
sure.
and people drive up from. I mean, it's sort of like the red areas, the where all the MAGA guys live, and the hardcore Christian nationalists, and even a couple of like cult-like religions, like the
Hmm.
big religion, are from the Bitterroot Valley, which is not too far south of us. I grew up in Lolo, which is like kind of the start of the Bitterroot Valley,
Hmm.
and then it just keeps going south. And the further you get, the more remote it becomes, and you start seeing like all sorts of Christian nationalist propaganda and um, you know giant banners about Jesus and fuck Biden flags and stuff. It's crazy. It's like a whole nother world.
Yeah.
But Missoula is pretty okay. A lot of those people come up here and visit because we're the closest larger city that has like a Target or a Walmart or a Costco or whatever. So a lot of people come up. You can tell they're just doing their errands, and
Yeah.
sometimes people can be terrible and super rude. Other
Sorry.
times they're like really awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all here because we love the mountains and the outdoors, and well, most of us are, I guess. Like growing up here, I've been here since I was 9, and this is like my home.
Hmm.
I I was born in Minnesota and I grew up in Hudson, Wisconsin, but I don't remember a lot of it, so it doesn't quite feel like my home the way this does.
Sure. You're the only person that I know from Montana, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
There's another band on Fia Productions called Galvanist that is from Bozeman.
Is Bozeman another kind of one of the bigger cities in Montana?
Yes, yeah. The three biggest cities in Montana are Bozeman, Billings, and Missoula.
Got it. Missoula, 78,000. Okay, so I get an idea of what the size of your town is.
It's probably closer to 100,000.
Okay.
Like, if you count the whole county.
Sure.
Um, and it's gotten so much busier over the years, that's for sure. There's like traffic and stuff now.
I I I like living in like a big city that's not too big. Like I don't want to live in like Chicago or LA, but living in Minneapolis, it's perfect. You get the big city feel, but it's not too inaccessible.
That's kind of how Portland felt for me. I liked it there a lot, and I spent a lot of time outside,
Hmm.
and it was nice. Still too big for me though.
Sure. Is Missoula like the perfect size for you?
Probably, I could go smaller. I'd be happier.
Hmm.
I don't get out much. I'm kind of like not like a loner or like antisocial or whatever, but I just like appreciate my alone time and my quiet life.
Sure.
So I usually don't hang out with more than a couple people at a time.
Yeah.
Um, but I'd miss those people. So I think like, yeah, I'm super grateful for the small community I've got here.
That's beautiful. Um, So you said you're working on something coming up. You said you might be giving out some CDs.
Yeah, I can send you some of those songs when we're done here.
Cool. Do you ever plan on taking Lust Hag live? Is that ever an aspiration for you?
I don't plan on it, but I'm not closed off to it.
Okay.
Like, if I had a band and if I had people interested in it, we'd maybe do a couple shows. I'm not gonna do like, touring and turn it into a whole production, but a couple shows would be fun. I don't like, I connect more with recorded music than I do live, so I don't personally have much of a desire to play a ton of shows. Um, and like the recorded music is like that's like what the music is to me.
Sure. That makes a lot of sense. Um, I'm always interested in the lyrical theme section of Metal Archives. I always like sometimes I
Oh
look for like
God, I don't even know what they say about
ridiculous
me.
ones. And it says for you that your lyrics are about vampirization and solitude. Do you agree with that?
I mean, sure, those have been themes, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
I love that. I
I
my
think on Read Your Music, my album is tagged with like hateful, aggressive, violent, anti-religious, shit like that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can totally see that. I haven't
being
talked about vampire stuff since the first EP though. And I do talk about vampire shit, but it was only on Lascivious Nocturnality, so I don't know.
on your last album, somebody gave you a 4.5 star review and said, much like the self-titled debut last year, irrevocably drubbed as a strong contender for Black Metal Album of the Year. What does it feel like when you read stuff about your music like that?
It feels really good. It
Yeah,
feels like I have successfully achieved my goals, which is that I hope people connect with and appreciate my music in some significant way that helps them or whatever. That just if anyone can connect with it, because it's like I don't do it for anybody but myself.
yeah.
So anybody like feeling that way about my stuff is a huge bonus. It's a huge added thing to be grateful for that I never expected. I didn't think, my shitty little fucking EP would end up on like 10 different YouTube channels within a week and then that I would end up on a record label in New York. And yeah, it's been cool. I'm happy about it.
Yeah. It's always weird for me. Like I've found myself commented on Reddit and people will like when they're like looking like someone will ask for like metal YouTube channels and I get like recommended. It always feels good. Like wow, I
Probably
mean,
recommended you even.
well, thank you. It's like I don't know, this random thing you put out there, people actually enjoy it. It's an interesting feeling.
I mean, no shade to anybody, but a lot of the YouTubers who review metal bands and stuff are pretty hard to watch. So I was super happy to find your channel for that
Thank
reason.
you.
It's just, you don't have to be this obnoxious, fucking annoying person in order to be on YouTube.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to comment on other YouTubers, but like I
I won't name names.
yeah, I do know that I've watched other YouTubers and I do try to do something different than what they do. Um,
I mean, you provide a unique perspective.
I will say whenever I see Anthony Fantano review a metal album, I'm like, get off my turf. You don't know what you're talking about.
Fair. Yeah, his takes on metal are pretty lukewarm.
Yeah. Like I mean like it's fine, but it's like the stuff that like he liked, it's like it's like never matches up with like it's very random what metal albums he discovers, I find personally.
He is like super hype oriented. He only cares about stuff if it's like got a certain amount of hype around it.
Yeah, I mean, probably for clicks. I mean, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, totally. So it's like, I mean, you're not gonna catch any like really cool underground shit that's like good fucking metal on his channel. You're gonna find it once it's either like blown up and the band has done a studio album, or you're gonna find it's like, popular bands that have been around for 20 years. Like he's just not into the underground. I mean, he might be, he's like very rate your music core, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Oh
Shit
yeah,
that's like
it's
on the charts of rate your music is what you'll see on his channel.
trying to see.
But you got to be looking up you can organize the charts on rate your music so you can see what the most esoteric metal releases are, which is like generally low amount of ratings but highly rated. And
I didn't know
that's
you could
where
do
the
that. That's
gems
cool.
are. That's how you can find the really awesome shit. That's how I find most of
Wait,
the
teach
stuff
me how to
that
do this again. What do I do?
you know how you go to the charts on rate your music.
Yes.
Are you on a computer?
Yes, I am.
So on your right hand side, you see a couple. Do you see how you can change the charts? You can add in genres. You can change the year.
Yeah.
So go to, instead of top albums, change it to esoteric.
Okay.
And instead of all albums, you just type in metal, add it as a genre or an influence, and then organize it by year, whatever year you want to see. And then you can keep up on an updated chart of things that are coming out actively that haven't gotten a lot of reviews yet, but the fans are really liking it right off the bat. That's how I found bands like Aberration and um, Hemorrhoid and Scimitar and Black Sword Thunder Attack. All sorts of shit I've been pretty big into have been on the esoteric chart.
Yo.
And then you see up on the top, above the chart, there's a little drop down that looks like a banner. You can click that and it'll save it. So you can always just go back to that chart.
I'm making a yeah, I'm saving this. Uh looks like after this I gotta go listen to Caillou Crocrust. Caillou Crocrust, if you're watching this, I just discovered your band, so there you go.
They're, have you heard Turpitude?
No, what are they called?
Turpitude, Turpitude, I think. It's a one woman solo project. And she did a split with that
I
project
have
called
listened to this.
the new
Yes.
one with the titties on it is so
Mordor.
good. So fucking good.
Turpitude. Okay, I didn't know they put out a new thing. Mordor. Oh, this came out January 1st. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this. Thank you for
Like,
putting me onto that.
I hope I haven't led you astray.
No. Wow, this person has a lot of projects.
Yeah, it's like coffret, something bijou. I don't speak French.
Only 21 too. Holy shit.
I, she might be trans. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I'm not trying to transvestigate anybody, but
yeah, it'd
there's
be
a
cool
picture of
if
her
she
with cat ears on.
at the side. Cat ears.
Oh,
If you code, if you're into metal, those are all telltale signs.
there's some keys. There's some clues here and there.
Yeah, there's some clues.
I don't know anything about like cat girls or puppy girls, but there's a lot of us out there, I guess, who are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with that.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Okay, well, I you gave me a great trick here. I'm very, very pleased.
Yeah, that's like the main thing I use rate your music for.
Oh, you can do it by decades too. That's really
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah, yeah. Totally. You want to find like, between you could do custom year ranges. I could custom charts constantly. I'm checking out different stuff like, what was the most underrated album of 1993? And then you end up finding some shit you never would have heard of because it's got like 100 ratings, but then it's like super high average. People love it.
But Kath Nexemu is the most. Apparently this is the underrated shit of 2010s.
That has what?
But Kath Nexemu,
Yeah, I know that.
you do? Cool. I
Yeah,
wasn't familiar with him.
I've heard that because of those charts. I'll listen to anything though. Like truthfully, I used to do a harsh noise project, and I used to do like a live project called Anti-Motor with a friend where we did harsh noise stuff and like performance art.
Ugh.
But these days, I've been just listening to a shit ton of country.
I I don't listen to it a lot myself, but some of my friends have started getting me to go to raves, so I'm starting to appreciate techno a little more. Um,
Techno house. I mean, yeah, the fucking Chicago disco demolition basically led to the creation of house music, and this is like a largely homophobic and queerphobic event that
yeah,
uh they ended up burning and destroying shit tons of disco records because it was this sort of non-American pastime that people were sick of or whatever. But in reality, it was just all queer people and people of color going to clubs and like dancing to music that they made,
yeah,
similar to the jazz situation, of the 20s and 30s. And I think I think house music is incredibly important to queer culture. So I'm a big fan of house as well. I love DJ
absolutely.
and shit.
I oh yeah, I was looking at Anthony Fantana seeing what metal albums he's reviewed. It doesn't look like
I haven't seen any of his videos in like probably a couple years
it's
now.
been a while
But
since I've watched it.
yeah, back when I did, he had a folder or a playlist called like heavy bands or whatever.
Let me look at that.
I bet he reviewed Deftones and Death Heaven.
Can I be honest with you? I don't like Death Heaven.
I thought it was okay.
Okay.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah. Hi, everyone. Oh, he reviewed Agriculture. I do not like Agriculture.
you don't I like them. They're sweethearts.
Nah, it's not my thing.
I don't listen to them very often though. But yeah, they're nice. I saw them live once and it was a really great show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
I'm
not
sure
part of
they're
us last time, but we had to leave.
I'm sure they're really nice people. I just don't like the music that much.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like good music that I don't listen to very often, I guess. It's not really my go-to either.
Oh, interesting. He reviewed Spectral Wound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I like some of their stuff. It's a little like plain Jane, but
I really like Spectral Wound. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like the vocals are too crisp and enunciated,
Okay, interesting take.
you know? Let those vocals be drenched in a little bit more reverb and pull them back in the mix a bit, and that would be like 10 out of 10 band for me. But for now, it's like a band that I enjoy but don't listen to often.
Hmm.
And I've got a couple of their records. I got the one with the guy and the goblet and the candelabra on the table.
Yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Diabolic Thirst.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a few memorable riffs on it.
You're in some other projects. Let's talk about them. You're in a like a hardcore band called Infinite Ammo.
I'm not anymore,
You're
but
not.
I was in that band for about 5 years.
Are they still active or did you just leave the band?
I left the band and they are still occasionally active,
Cool.
but the members have gone on to be in different bands like Operative, which is really awesome. Operative kicks ass. I can't remember if there's another band in Missoula called Piled Out, and I
Yeah.
can't remember who's in that band, but I don't go out to shows anymore. I got sick of it. So that's why I left the band. I got tired of going to shows and I got tired of playing shows.
I don't go to a lot of shows either, to be honest. I get too anxious. Um, Talk to me about Gun Girl.
Just that was like nothing more than a way to get my anger out.
Hell yeah. I really like the cat. How'd you get that cat?
That's my cat.
That's your cat?
That's Eugene. He was he looked particularly vicious.
It does look vicious.
And I was thinking, I'm super pissed off, but nothing I do is that deep.
Sure.
I'm not like, you know, an annoyingly fucking serious person like some metalheads are that are into that type of stuff. Um, so I just put a cat on the cover. I don't know.
Why not? Why not put a cat on the cover?
Love that guy.
Yeah.
Teeth are sharp.
I don't have a cat because I'm allergic, but I do have a dog.
I have two cats
Hell
and
yeah.
a dog. I'd like to have a dog. Arlo and I are trying not to get a dog until we end up owning a house.
I don't I can be honest, I missed the Gun Girl release. I never listened to it. I will listen to that soon.
I recently re-listened and I was kind of impressed with how much is still held up in my mind. It's easy to be like a critic of your own work, but I was like surprised. I liked a
Yeah.
lot of the riffs and I was pretty proud of how it sounds still.
Where'd you get that sniper rifle?
Get the what?
The sniper that's in your band photo.
Oh, that's a 30-06. It's like an elk hunting rifle that I've had
Oh,
since
okay.
I was 15 years old.
Got it.
Yeah, I just always had guns.
Hell yeah. Photo goes hard.
And
Yeah.
yeah, change again. Hey, hey, hey.
I uh I never got guns. I don't think my mental health would allow me to have a gun.
That's
But
that's smart that you know that.
yeah. But I appreciate gun culture. My best friend shoots guns a lot.
I just felt like, if they're all hoarding guns and they're talking about how they hate queers, why not get a gun myself?
Fuck yeah.
You're not gonna stop them with words. So I hope to never use it.
Yeah. I hope you never have to either.
Thanks.
I have
Except for
shotguns.
like, shooting. Shooting's fun. Going
Yeah.
out.
I've been to the range a few times. It is fun.
Admittedly, it's been probably too long for me. It's been a while.
Yeah. Well, Eleanor, we've been talking for about an hour. That's about all that I had to ask you, but I want for you to be able to plug your music, share whatever shit you need to share, tell people of whatever you need to tell them, tell people about your favorite sushi spot. I don't care, just go for it.
There's this new spot in Missoula, in East Missoula, and it's a curry spot,
Hmm.
and it's in a gas station.
Okay.
and it's the best fucking curry I've had in a long time.
Hell yeah.
Saphir Missoula, keep that guy in business.
Cool.
Um, check out Thea Productions. Check out everything she's put out. Um, I heard that Genital Shame is working on new music. Uh, so keep an eye out for that this year. I did an interview of her in my zine, and she mentioned she was working on an album. So I can tell you that because it has been announced.
Yeah.
And what else? I don't want to skip anybody. Thank you to like Forgotten Ruin, uh, Melted Eyes, that kid from Bozeman.
Hell yeah.
I mean, oh, Moss Knight. Ah, ah, that's it.
Cool.
Check out Moss Knight and Lucerne Hammer. I'm
Sick.
butchering the pronunciation.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much to my patrons to keep the show running. You watching right there, keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beavermosh, and we're out of here. Bye.